Brought to you by Penguin.
A Private Spy. The Letters of John le Carré, 1945 to 2020, by John le Carré. Edited by Tim Cornwell. Read by David Harewood and Florence Pugh.
Introduction by Tim Cornwell, May 2022. I hate the telephone. I can't type. Like the tailor in my new novel, I ply my trade by hand. I live on a Cornish cliff and hate cities. 3 days and nights in a city are about my maximum. I don't see many people. I write and walk and swim and drink. So wrote my father in a 1996 article-cum-letter sent to his longtime editor Bob Gottlieb and others called Talking to My American Publishers. I am writing these few words of introduction from the same Cornish cliff. Yesterday a wind was whipping round the stone walls, shaking and swaying the hardy skimmer and veronica bushes of my father's garden, with a sea as fierce as I've seen it, twisting the rollers into white crests. But now the place is bathed in brilliant winter sunshine, bouncing off a rippled ocean, with the magpie hopping on the lawn. In 1969, my father took on a row of 3 derelict cottages and an adjoining hay barn, converting and expanding them over 50 years, adding his library and writer's studio, and creating his own artist's garden with hidden lawns and sculptures and thick hedges of giant hewn stone. I have very much hibernated down here, see almost no one, he wrote to his stepmother, Jeannie, in 1972, after he bought the buildings and about a mile of untamed cliff from a local farmer, and work 7 or 8 hours a day on a new book, just a thriller to mark time. I get up at 7 each morning to a 90-mile-an-hour gale that hasn't stopped for 4 days, and only the bloody power cuts for company. Except that I like it very much, and enjoy my work, and the fields, and the sea, and the potato farm that is part of the place. The book, just a thriller, was Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy. My father, who died of pneumonia after a fall in December 2020, was brave in the way he spoke for what he believed in, brave in the places and subjects he tackled in his writing, and brave in the way he faced illness. He invented a language for the cancer he long fought, though it wasn't the cancer that took him. He built a Woodhouseian language of medicine, coded like his language for the spies. The prostate doctor was the rear admiral. Grueling checkups were the sheep dip, and doses of a lethal radioactive medicine were getting nuked. He was brave in the way he cared for my stepmother, Jane, already ravaged by cancer as he died, and who followed him 2 months later. Vile weather here, murderous northeasterly, sleet and rain, very cold, he emailed to me a week before he died. It was often our best way of communicating. An email or two brought always a sharp observation, a smile, a line of words to treasure. That's after a long spell of sunshine and autumn. We're okay, but Jane is having a tough time with the chemo. I fell down in the bathroom like an idiot and cracked a rib, which makes me very grouchy. This book of John le Carré's letters and occasional emails is intended to share the more private voice of a man widely considered one of the greatest post-war novelists. He elevated the spy into the realm of literature, enticing readers into the characters, the language, and the labyrinthine conspiracies of his secret world. There is one obvious omission from the collection. It contains only a smattering of letters to his lovers, of whom there were quite a few throughout his life. It seems that he was mostly attracted, romantically and otherwise, to people of consequence and agency, and inevitably also to those whose anguish was somehow akin to his own. The son of an abusive father, and a mother who, for good and sufficient reasons, abandoned him and his brother when he was 5. He was predictably
Sample complete. Ready to continue?